I've seen people on Twitch do that a good bit. You know who I've been watching a little bit lately is what is it, Kitboga or whatever, the guy we had him on the show that time. He's the one,
yeah.
He scams the scam guys. And have you seen like what he does lately? How he keeps them on the phone for 10 fucking hours all right, so they want him to go. There's different scams, but one of them involves they want you to go to the store and get them like prepaid cards, right?
Is this Kit Kabuchi or something close to that?
Kitboga, yeah.
Kitboga, yeah. He's been on the show.
Yeah. And they lost my train of thought.
They try to keep him on for 10 hours, and their ultimate goal is to get him to do something.
He cashes in the cards in front of them after they've invested 10 hours into this whole scam. And he's like, oh, I think I see it here. It says redeem. And they're like, sir, do not click redeem. No. And he's like, yeah, I see it right, redeem. And he's like slowly punching in like that 4-column code. Sir, please stop what you are doing. And he turned a little Scottish there. And then in front of them, and they lose their shit because I'm sure that they're $500 per card, and sometimes he'll just keep doing them one after another.
Right here, like Google how to redeem coupons for cash. It's right here. Stop redeeming! Why are you redeeming? Why are you redeeming? No! Let me just close. Let me try closing. No!
And I don't even think it's real money because he has scammed them so hard sometimes that they're on his private server in a thing that looks like his desktop or looks like his bank account. He can make his Bank of America account have $8 million in it. So, and he'll be like, could you please help me? And like give them access to the 8 million. And they are just like, oh yes, sir. We're going to walk you through this today. and you get to see what they would have done. And they'll start trying to take huge chunks of money and move it around places. And they'll just ruin their fucking day because sometimes they'll turn their webcam on. He'll be looking at them and all their boys because he's gotten a crowd. Like, oh shit, Patel's got one. Dude's got 8 mil on him. American, and so they're gathered around, and you can see him, and he's just like, I see you there. What's that? What's your name tag say? And they're all, oh shit, they're great. like he really actually owns those pieces of shit because they rip so many people off.
Oh, that shit's fucked up. Taking advantage of largely elderly people.
I know somebody that got ripped off. I don't want to go into like too specific of a thing because I don't. But I know somebody like all the money this old person had, like all their money.
That sucks.
Like, and afterwards the person's like feeling so foolish. They're like, I'm just gonna kill myself. I'm just gonna kill myself. I've ruined my life. I got this far. And I handed my money away because I was lied to and tricked. Like it was so sad.
It's heartbreaking. It's really sad. You don't want to see anybody have their life destroyed by some piece of shit.
But imagine though how like baller it must be for the guy that got the money though, right? Like wow,
$1 million.
$1 million in India.
Yeah. I mean, even if he's just getting a percentage, right? Because he works for a company that scams. So maybe he gets a 20%, 10%, whatever. Still, if he gets 200,000 in India, like I'm sure that's a lot of money.
It's wild.
It's a lot of money everywhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of money no matter where you are. But that's like an industry there.
Yeah, they're good at it.
Just call and scam.
Are we allowed to do that to other countries? Like, could we start an American scam call service and call India and try to get some rupees?
It's about time we even the score a bit because it's been decades of
That's
one
fair.
Direction.
Yeah.
Before we hit back at India, I mean, well, I guess the Nigerian prince scam, they weren't actually Nigerian.
India's buying all Russia's fuel right now. Let's fuck them in some way.
Are they buying
I think maybe you just want to target Russia. And maybe scam some Russian people. I bet you could run a scam.
It would be a more direct way to accomplish this goal.
Yeah. So I bet you could run a scam where you were tricking like the loved ones of Russians who have been like mobilized. Like, oh, this is the private network for mobilized Russian soldiers. It's $29.99 a month, and you get plugged into our SMS service, and we've got a private messenger that is safer for your loved ones to use. It's not safer. It's, by the way, it's just standard messaging.
By the way,
just so you know. So get this app going. Write this down. So we make the app. We sell the service. Like this is gold. And then we'd have the geolocation of all the Russians that we could give to sell.
I just want to run a service. I will tell
people.
you if your loved one who's serving in the army is alive or dead right now. A $4.99 a call. I always say dead.
No, you won't return business.
How about $10.99?
Right. I always say alive.
You always say alive. You always say alive for now.
Yeah, he's
alive
risky.
for now.
Call tomorrow.
Yeah,
alive for now.
Yeah.
But see, I think we got off.
I'm glad you checked in. You reminded me, and I went and checked in on him. He's going to be okay for tonight. I'm glad you reminded me, though. Remind me again tomorrow, by the way. A lot of guys to check in on out here. You never know if he's going to have food or clothes or gun. Yeah, it's wild. No, you could definitely scam some Russian families, I guess. Would that be too mean or heartless?
Well, I think the initial goal, like, we're trying to scam scammers, not scam people who aren't scamming.
I mean, I guess I just wanted to just turn it toward Russia, I guess, because they're kind of the bad guys.
I've never gotten like a scam call from a Russian guy. I feel like I'd hear that voice and I'd be like, I don't trust you.
I don't trust you.
I don't think you're looking at.
We trust the Indians because we pay them to do our service.
Have you guys had this scam where someone texts you, you go back and forth, and it's eventually a pretty Asian woman? I've had this 10 times.
How does the text messaging begin?
Hey.
You block that immediately.
Oh yeah, if I get a text from someone I don't know, I block it.
What? I guess I don't know. I'm like, who's this? And then it goes back and forth
messages. I can't receive messages or calls from anyone who I don't have added as a contact on my phone. So it doesn't happen anymore. I'm done.
Stuff that matters to me, but I will admit I get a lot of shit that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I use messengers anyway, or apps. I don't really text or call people.
It's not hard to get this messenger to eventually send a picture of herself, and she's always some really pretty woman. It's G-rated, if that's what you're thinking. And then that's where I stop. And I'm like, what is the profit? Like, where does the money come in? I'm a million miles away from like giving you my credit card or whatever. Like, how do you text someone? Now, if they text me and say, hey, your Netflix bill isn't getting paid right now, click here and update your payment information, I can see how people fall for that, right? Not me. The URL was fucking like you fell asleep on the keyboard, but somebody might fall for that. I don't know how we get to this, like, we're friends going back and forth to me giving them cash.
I do. I do. So one of my dad's, I wouldn't say friends, but just somebody he like heard talking about this. It's like a friend of a friend. He had an internet girlfriend. I don't know how he like fucking found her or something, but like this is like a good old boy who thinks that he is texting back and forth with a woman who's on a military base in Korea. That she's an American woman who's like on a military base in Korea. So that's the reason the hours are going to be weird, and that sometimes he won't be able to get in touch with her. These are great, all of a sudden, oh, you said you're going to call me today. Yeah, we had orders, because of blah blah blah, or oh, you can't talk during the day? No, because I'm in Korea and the time's backward. You have to be up from anyway. It led to them pretending like there was going to be this whole relationship, but need a little cash this month to do this or that. And so it started off with little things, and then slowly he's giving more and more money, and until the point where he's giving lots of money. And now she needs some air travel, and he hit her, and then you get all of his money for this expensive plane ticket that she needs to buy, right?
Yeah. Because she has to get the plane ticket. You couldn't possibly buy a plane ticket in someone else's name. Impossible.
Yeah. No, because of my military.
You couldn't just type her name in.
No, because of my military discount. I can't. No, you don't understand. My clearance, it's because of a whole kerfuffle. You cannot be buying me a ticket to go there. I have to buy my own way. So give me the
dear leader
money.
does not allow this.
No, she's not a North Korean. She's an American, like, service woman serving in South Korea. If I said North Korea somewhere along the way, I didn't mean to.
No, I was joking about North Korea.
But that was the scam that got ran on this dude. And, like, he was strung along for a long time thinking look at my pretty girlfriend from the internet, like he was.
That's really sad. It's sad to see people get scammed.
Yeah.
Because it's just cruel.
Old people,
It's just cruel.
especially when it's old people and it's their retirement and stuff,
Mhm.
and they just don't understand the technology or what they're agreeing to or what they're signing up for.
It's like they don't even realize the danger of what they're doing. And anyone in a lapse can get taken by something like that. I mean, not like if you know, not.
I mean, look
the
at me.
IRS calls you on the phone. Like,
look at me in the Little
obviously.
Caesars situation. All right, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Prescient.
Heartbreaking. Yeah.
It's
Timely.
really heartbreaking. You
Timely.
didn't even, and you only got one piece of your pizza. Well, I guess that was your decision.